All right, so I'm gonna move on to fitting the front leg. As you can see, I'm using the tail adhesive. This is just the one that I'm used to. And I'm also going to be using a pet slicker brush. You can just get these at your pet store. It's just gonna help pull up those hairs when you are starting to fit the leg. And I will be also using my double-sided metal comb as well. So when you get started, you're going to want to kind of, before you put adhesive on, you're going to want to work that hair to start off and kind of pull and get that hair ready to be worked with. This is what you should be doing daily without adhesive, just to prep the goat for a show. So finish up with that. Now we're gonna start and take our double-sided comb and our adhesive and start working up that hair. And I may alternate between the green brush here and the comb. It just if you get a spot that's kind of being a little stubborn, you may need to take the slicker brush and give it a quick brush. So with the adhesive, you want to check that it doesn't have any leaks in it or anything like that. You want to get really quite far, actually. You don't want to spray up close. It's going to gum up, and that's not good. So you need to just spray little amounts, the less the better to start out with.
You can already see kind of that action of the hair being pulled up already. It doesn't take long with tail adhesive, so you just kind of keep that in mind. If you do have an animal that is an attention hog, you might want somebody in front of them just kind of giving attention so they don't try to fidget too much. He's a little bit sensitive about this front right foot. Don't know why. Hopefully he gets out of that habit here within the next month and a half before his first show. But just always keep in mind, you kind of want to have somebody by. So I guess it's kind of a little hard to see. You kind of got to get all around the animal as much as you can. I mean, you will be on this side of the stand, or you might go to the opposite side of the stand to get that inside part of the foot. The goal of that front leg is to make it kind of look like a pole, nice big round pole. And because when you get both of the sides done, you're going to want that front end to look like an H frame kind of an animal. I guess the reason why we use an H frame term is because if you think of the letter A in the alphabet, the traditional A that has the triangle at the top, it has that narrow look, and then the legs look like they're splayed out. Well, you don't really want that. You want them to be wide throughout. So if you're thinking of that traditional A in the alphabet, you got nice straight legs, and that what would be the line connecting the two lines in the H would be that chest floor. So this really helps accentuate an H frame of an animal. Or it can help you manipulate an A frame into looking like an H frame. You don't really want to do too much to manipulate your animal to look like what it's not supposed to look like that much. You just want to kind of go with their natural lines. I know some people might want to do it to hide some structural defaults, which you can. Just know the judge will always know. No matter if you think you hit it really well, they will know.
Yeah, so as you can see here, I'm just pulling the hair from the bottom, giving kind of a flicking motion, trying to pull that hair out. And what you want to do with the front leg is you want to make it look wide this way, as well as making that pole shaped. So to do that, you want to pull the hair back like this. You want to pull back, adhesive, pull back. And it's okay if you get a little bit of a line here. You can always take the comb like this and make that go away. So as you can see, I'm doing sprays of adhesive far away and light. You do not want to put too much adhesive in.
Less is better, yet again, just because it'll take less time to get that adhesive out. And as you continue working with your animal's legs, you'll actually require even less adhesive because the hair will just naturally stand out after a while.
And with the hoof under here, you want to pull that hair up. You will eventually cut that hair off, but for now, to get as much hair as you can on that leg, you want to just pull that up like so.
Yep, and as kind of time restraint kind of goes with what we got, we're kind of showing you that outside look of what the judge is going to see, but you're going to want to complete the look by going on that inside part of the leg as well, all the way around. You can kind of see we did a leg previous, and you just get it nice and out. And that's going to be how you're looking. Yes, it looks a little messy, but you're getting that hair to get out. But as you go, it will look even more natural as you do it.
Yeah, so for time reasons, I am going to show you kind of the outside, what I've done here. And as you can see on the inside of this leg, you do the same thing as on the outside. You're just pulling that leg hair up and out to give that full three-dimensional look.
Alrighty, and now, since we have to change some camera movements, we're going to just change the camera and I'll start you on the back leg. See you in a bit. Alrighty, now I'm going to be off doing the back leg. I learned how to do this because of the Hummel livestock last year at Nationals, and I kind of like how I do it. So I'm using Easy Comb, just kind of my own personal thing. You can use very little adhesive, same thing, go across. And in the front, you're going to pick it just straight out like you're doing the front leg. And as you can see, this isn't going to set as fast. It still sets pretty fast, but you just want it to come out right away. And you just got to keep working it because it is Easy Comb. Obviously, you can easily comb through it.
So what she's trying to do in the back leg is bring the hair out this way, as well as making that leg in the front look as big and as round as possible. When you're going for the back leg, you're going more for a side profile than you are a back profile. So on the back here, the hair will eventually come to a little point, kind of like a little pyramid kind of sorts.
Takes a little manipulation.
Yeah.
The hair doesn't want to do it, but we'll just put it like that.
And by working your goat's hair, it'll definitely, like she said on the front leg, it will definitely get easier and easier as time goes on. So she is just pulling the leg hair back.
Doesn't want to be too straight out. Sometimes, I mean, you're not going to be doing what you think the hair should do. You might have to go against the grain and it will get all those little hairs to come back out.
Don't be afraid to pull the hair in some direction that it may not naturally go. That's okay. That's kind of what we're trying to do here by fitting the legs. So when you're fitting the back legs, you want this hawk to seem as natural as possible. You do not want the animal to look post-legged in the back. So by bringing the hair back towards the back of the animal, that is making sure that that hawk has a nice curve to it, so the animal just looks more structurally correct.
And it actually kind of looks like his hair did really well for me for his first time. Another thing I learned from the Hummels is to have this line. You're going to kind of have this weird imaginary line where it's going to split and split like you're parting your hair. But you don't want it where there's an actual line. You want to make it a little bit more natural. So what I kind of do is I just kind of pull it down, I guess, and then kind of split it to where it needs to be. So kind of surprised in how his hair came a little bit. Obviously, this will get worked as he keeps going for the rest of the summer, and it'll slowly get out more and more. Wethers tend to have that little bit of extra hair to work with. So he looks pretty good here. And now we're going to kind of get into shaping. We're going to switch around to the other side that we've done previously to show you exactly what you want to look for. You get that angulation in that back leg by following their natural lines. So this is going to kind of get cut in a little bit. You'll see he kind of fidgeted on us a little bit, so you'll see a couple cut-ins. You'll get that post-legged look on your front leg, but you'll see what we're kind of going at for your finished product. So we'll get you right to that shaping.
All right, so when you are getting ready to shape this leg here, so as you can see, I have already done this side due to time constraints. So what you're gonna wanna do when shaping these legs with the clippers, I use a super blocking blade. That's Sullivan's, you can get that. It's Andis. Another kind of more forgiving blade for beginners would be the medium blending blade. That works too. I just like to use the super blocking. So when you start to clip, you want to make sure that this line right here is straight. Remember, we talked about the post nature of the leg. You want to make this look as posty as possible. You want their bone to be dense. You want them to look big-footed. You want them to look tall. So by clipping under here, you need to just clip the line to show that hoof. That makes them look taller and bigger-footed. Then you just come in and you make sure all the lines are straight. Make sure you're getting all those stray hairs. Really cleaning it up and looking nice. Once you get all that, then you're going to put on your powder full.
Which I'll get into now. We'll kind of split places really quick. Powder full is in this can. We'll kind of give you different colors, but you're going to be using a heck of a lot, and you just go to ham with it. You just use whatever, go to ham, have fun with it. It's going to make them really white, gives them a nice clean finish. It gives that just that really nice profile view with it. If you got a white goat, white powder full is great. If you got a black goat, you're in luck. They have black powder full. If you got a red goat, well, if your show allows you to use some paint, I would use the paints, because there is currently no red powder full for anything that's a red goat. If you do have natural spots on the legs, you'll have to cover it with a little piece of paper or even the top of the lid and kind of go around it to make it look very natural. So you'll do that on both the front leg and the back leg as you go, and you just kind of do it all the way around. And after you get all that, you're going to get into a setting adhesive, which Michaela will get into.
So, like she said, after you're done putting all that powder full on there, you're going to want to set it with the adhesive. I use either tail adhesive here, or if you want to get on the weaver side of things, you can use medium adhesive. So,
it's a very light coat, and you just let it set. And we'll just show you really quick, and then we'll start talking to you about the adhesive removal. So that's what we got for this. It's actually pretty simple. We'll give you a quick look on that back leg before we talk about the adhesive removal. Alrighty, we'll just do a little bit powderful on this back leg, get it nice and clean. So you can kind of see you got that nice straight line right here, and it goes down following your line, so you kind of moved a little bit. It's not the end of the world, it happens. You can't tell what your animal's gonna do. So this is just kind of your example for that back leg. See if I can get him to move it a little bit. And as he braces, it'll look really nice. So we'll get on to adhesive removals here in just a second. We just gotta move the camera a little bit better.
So now we're going to talk a little bit of adhesive removal. So you want to get that adhesive out. It is not good for the hair to stay in for long periods of time. Your animal might have an allergic reaction to the adhesive, so we're going to want to get it out. I use Sullivan's Hocus Pocus. It comes in spray and wipe. What you do is you just spray this on there. You rub it really, really good. Then you take your animal to the wash rack and wash their legs just how you would normally wash them, with shampoo, and then blow them dry.
Alrighty, and then kind of the importance why you really, really need to get it out is because you're going to get, like she said, allergic reactions if they don't like it. There will be swelling, there will be hives, you'll see them start to limp a little, agitation, especially hair loss if you don't get that out. It's really bad. You don't want to leave it in that extra night, oh, I got some time. You really, really don't want to do that. So that is why you want to get it out as quick as you can after the show, and Hocus Pocus allows you to, if you need to, get that hair back up again really quick as well. So now we were done with our little demonstration, and we'll give you a little bit of a conclusion in just a little bit. Alrighty, so our conclusion.
So in this video, we kind of talked a little bit about the importance of fitting the legs on your goat. the benefits that it has for showmanship, just general leg hair care, adhesives and combs that we would be using, how to fit both the front and the back leg, how to shape it, doing all of the powder full to kind of complete the leg, and how to take off that adhesive once you're done. So we hope this video was helpful for you for upcoming shows, and to help grow your skills as both a fitter and the showman.
Yep, and always remember, your first time will not be your best time. When I first did it, I messed up big time. And then also, practice, practice, practice. That is probably the biggest thing we got going for you. And just remember the importance for this. It's to make you excel in that show ring, to give you that little extra edge over your competition. So we hope that you have a good summer. Have a great day.